What up, guys? Today I wanted to do a showcase on the new Arc Ranger Black. I'm going to be calling her Black Ranger for ease, because why not? I did not pull for her, because I feel like I'm not going to get too much value out of her. And, I mean, summer's in a month, and I probably want to go hard on that, potentially. And also, in case they rerun Dorothy, I might also want to... get her MLB and stuff. And then also, I think they might release more treasure units for the summer, and I don't want to get griefed like gear-wise for that. So there's that. But anyways, we're just going to be doing some crackhead teams in the shooting range, and then we'll go from there. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to do just regular, and then I'll give her with type advantage, and then we'll just kind of fuck around after that, I suppose. Her weird gimmick is mainly the dots, right? We got some sustained damage with her. And her whole, like, transformation mechanic, right? So the transformation mechanic is based off of bursting, mostly, and parts. Now, if you're going against, like, Kraken, I can actually see her doing relatively well, right? Let's say, for example, I don't know, you want to farm Crack Rock, which, by the way, the burst animation is like, but she is pretty fine, though. And I really love these transformation-like character thingies. They need to really do more of this, bro. It would be so cool. Like this, or imagine, like, a stacking character that, like, transforms differently. Like, it would be so cool, dude. Which is why they should do a Kill collab, bro. Imagine, Ryuku, what's her name? Ryuku, right? I think it's Ryuku. But anyways, she transformed with Senketsu. Fuck, dude, it's been so long since I watched Kill la Kill. I forgot, like, all the names. But, dude, that'd be so nice if you transform and it would be, like, all cool and stuff. Anyways, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Her main thing is the, transformation with the parts and stuff. I'll bring this up. As you saw there, her burst basically forces her to transform, but it depletes so fast, and then once the burst ends, it basically tanks the battery by 50%. So, essentially, you're guaranteed to de-transform after the burst is done, but... essentially, the main shtick is when you break some parts, you, like, charge the batteries halfway. So, against Kraken, you're basically gonna be able to be transformed for the whole duration of the fight. And, I mean, she's gonna get all these buffs right here, and then right here, right? Yeah, right here. Every time something appears on the screen, she'll do this damage when she's transformed. And also, I mean, she gives this buff for wind code assault rifles, which, for right now, it's, I think, her? Oh, I should have used the fucking... what's it called? Evangelion Collaborate. I think she's assault rifle AR. I'm actually going to use her instead of Sakura next. Okay. But anyways, it's her, and then that Wave 2 Evangelion Ray, and then this Summer Sakura right here, and then Summer Rosanna. Now, Summer Rosanna is going to get, like, no help from that, because, I mean, the only thing she does damage-wise is, like, this. I'm pretty sure. Other than that, it's just support. And this, actually. Yeah. Sustain damage, but yeah, other than that, it's like, oh my god, compared to modern day units, they're like bare bones for the passives, bro. Like, you see Rosanna's, that's like 2 lines for 3 of her skills. Anyways, so mainly I did start thinking that she might actually not be the worst for, like, a Kraken fight particularly. So, I mean, let's say you're really down bad and you want to do a bit better against Kraken, you don't have, like, Libby or Black Shadow. I mean, she's going to be transformed the whole duration of the fight. She's going to probably be doing okay numbers, actually. I mean, we'll see at the end. From the looks of it right now, I mean, it looks like she's doing okay numbers. I feel like for bossing, she might be very dependent on, like, the part stuff. But maybe campaigning wouldn't be the worst, because I think this hits multiple times, right? So... activates when transformation takes effect, and when the enemy appears while transformation is in effect. So, do I have to transform and then, like, have the enemy? Or let's say a new enemy spawns while she's transformed. Like, will that start hitting them? Oh, actually, I wonder if I can take a look at this. Let's see if anything spawns. Fuck, I'm gonna watch that actually next fight. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that next fight. Okay. Interesting. I mean, she did okay damage. Yeah, I mean, she did decent damage. I don't want to knock her for that. Let's see, how else could I make this team here? She's going to be doing a bit more damage since we're going against type advantage next. I think I will use the Evangelion Ray. Let's see, she should be AR. Last time I checked, she was AR. Do I not have her in the synchro? I could have sworn I do have her in the synchro. Oh, there she is. I'm blind. Yeah, she should be assault rifle. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, interesting. What does she do? I don't have her up at all. Let's see. Affects machine guns. That's not going to do anything. And then final attack. Alright. So, I mean, she's just going to be doing damage. She's not going to be really doing anything crazy. But she will be getting the sustain damage buff up, which... Actually, would that even matter? Yeah, like, would this even matter for Rei? It's not like she's going to do any sustain damage. Yeah, okay, never mind. I guess that's kind of is just useless, except when you're using, like, Summer Soccer, which Summer Soccer isn't that good, so it's kind of unfortunate. I think Rosanna might be buffing her. The problem is Rosanna might be, like, kind of cope, depending on what you're doing, because, I mean, if you're using her as a main burst too, she does make the enemy take more damage, which I do like. But, like, other than that, it's just she buffs sustain damage. And, I mean, I guess the damage to part stuff. But, like, you don't have any shielding. You don't have any healing. And you might get cooked, depending on what you're doing. Which, if you're going to run a team with her for, like, parts and stuff, you definitely wouldn't be running Summer Soccer. I feel like that's such a fumble. I do think running maybe Siren with her. But, I mean, you're using Siren for her. But, I mean, Siren is really good for her. Because she wants to dump a lot of ammo, she gets, what is it exactly? Let me bring this up. I believe it should be, yeah, right here. So when she hits 30 normal attacks, she just boosts her own sustain damage up. Now this lasts for 5 seconds, so maybe going for ammo rolls might be the move. But I do think the Siren here would be the play, because she'll give ammo back every once in a while. Damn, I haven't seen that burst at all. I don't use this Rei at all. And I guess I don't use the other Asuka either. The second wave. Okay, I need to pay attention. Next time we burst, let's hope we can clean the field and then see if the enemies will, like, spawn and stuff. I can't... Fuck! The problem is Siren's little thing. I think they're taking the damage, like the sustained damage. It's hard to see. I don't know which one's Siren's, and I don't know which one's hers. Dang it, when she bursts, I want to quickly check something. The good thing, though, is she's getting a decent amount of support from the Rosanna here. So maybe if you are going to go for her, or you think she might be, like, decent for your box, maybe try to lock in one copy of Rosanna for sure. I think that might not be the worst idea. Dude, I think those are Sirens thingy. Dang it. I also wish they put, like, a meter for the battery. I want to see the percentages, I guess. It does drain pretty fast, and I mean, if you're not farming parts, then it's guaranteed to run out after your burst ends. I guess it's guaranteed to only come out when you burst, right? So that kind of limits her for off-rotation wise. She did a lot of damage, though. And then, I mean, Rei didn't do too terribly either. They're never built up at all. Dude, I really wish they would switch up this, like, practice tool thingy and, like, let me do a boss or something. Dang it. She didn't even do that bad. Okay. I was kind of shitting on her in the details because of sustained damage and how nowadays they're, like, not that good. I think Krusty gives some sustained damage support, right? I think you can, like, cope with her if you're doing some bready shenanigans. What does Crust do? Yeah, it's this when they're in the Maillard status. How the hell does this even work? Just when attacking full charged? This doesn't last like that long though. But I guess it's every full charge, right? Oh wait, no, right here. Oh right, it's this like weird bullshit that she does. That like there's some thingies that you get without full charge and then some other stuff when you're full charged. It's like finicky. Is the move that you want to like micro with her? You want to play as her and like min-max stuff? I don't know. I mean, maybe you could do this. I don't know how good Crust is though off the top of my head. I don't think she's that good. I mean, especially with burst 2s nowadays, it's like really hard to fit some of these people on my squad. Like, come on, bro. We got Crown, Broken Ass. Even the maids are still pretty decent. I mean, we have Mint and Prika combo, which I still think is now like pretty modern, pretty good. This is like a modern Norm Blanc combo, but I guess without Nor being a burst 3 and stuff. And I mean, you can still have niche options with Arcana here. Maybe Velvet, you can still cope. Like, if you're doing let's see, what's his face, the Kraken run, you could maybe do like, let's say you're doing a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for, cheap build, I suppose. You could like run Velvet. I mean, Velvet's still good for that fight, I would say. I mean, you could run like Litter, but if you have Siren, I mean, definitely that. Volume, could you cope with Volume? Crit rate, attack. I mean, Volume is still decent. I mean, if you really need options for like Kraken, for example. The problem is you're not going to get too far, I feel like, unless you have Shield or Heal, especially Shield, I think, depending on how you play, because I think the AoE attack might just kill you, and then, I mean, after that, you could probably just fill out whoever. Whatever, this is just like me being a Kraken. Let me go back. I think what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to do the same thing, except, no, let's try to wank her as much as possible. Here's the game plan, okay? We're going to use the Summer Rosanna here, and we're going to probably put Privity here. I think that would be the move. Privity is going to reduce our ammo, but I feel like her buffs will be good enough, correct? Let's see, let me just double check. She doesn't do any distributed damage, but I mean, she's going to be given this, which I think should be fine. Now, the question is, do I main burst with her or Helm? I don't think it matters at all. Does this give... Let's see, affects all enemies, affects self, that doesn't matter. Helm, I think, just does damage. And then everybody, like, heals. Yeah, but it doesn't look like it supports at all. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Let's put Privity, why not? Okay, this looks good. Let's see how this fares. Okay, consider me surprised. I expected this to be a little bit more scuffed. I mean, I did think her numbers were a bit more modern, right, compared to, like, Sakura. But I really don't like the damage to part things. I feel like it makes them way too niche, and then kind of makes them a bit more hard to put into teams, right? So I had that problem a bit with the Stellar Blade Raven. I feel like it was kind of hard to use her because of the damage to part shenanigans, but I mean, regardless, for her right here, it doesn't look too bad without, like, parts being considerably active. That means, like, if she has a lot of parts, and specifically if the... Oh, wait, I think I see the effect right there. But it wasn't, like, doing any damage. What the fuck was that? Was that just, like, the after animation? That was weird. Dude, sometimes it's hard to see some of these, like, procs of, like, a DAW or something else. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. Anyways, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, so if, like, a Soul Raid comes out that has a decent amount of parts, and let's say they regen, like, Kraken's a pretty good example, right? I feel like that's probably why they made her Wind, because Kraken is a really good example of a boss that has a lot of parts, and I mean, you're basically going to be able to be transformed the whole entire fight. I wish I could show that, but I didn't want to summon on her, so Rebozo. But let's see. If we get more bosses like that, I mean, she probably will be pretty good and pretty useful. Now, next up, I want to see her with last run. I'm going to do one more team, and I want to put Crown there. We're going to take Rosanna off and see how that fares. She's not going to be getting as much, like, distributed damage support. I think she did do a little bit more damage here, because, I mean, Privity was supporting a little bit better, but, I mean, yeah, not too bad of damage right there. Okay. I mean, the dots definitely stack up when you're just going, like, regular campaign stages, which is what this Shooting Rage is kind of, like, simulating, I suppose. But, let's see, let's just do Crown, and that is not Crown. Where's Crown? Am I blind? Oh, there she is. What does this biddy do? Can I run her, actually? I could do... distributed damage. I mean, this is going to help, but the crit rate could help, and the attack could also help. Are we going to get healed with this? Oh, yeah, we are, because... Okay, here's the game plan. I'm going to have to micro a little bit more, but No, we should be fine. I think this will be fine. We should be able to get Crown's thingy up, like, permanently regardless. Whatever. Let's just micro just in case. We'll do this, and then we'll probably be done, but... I mean, if we're getting a lot of bosses, like I was saying, that we can just like farm parts with her and keep her transformation up, I think she'll actually do pretty good damage. Consistent amounts of damage. Okay, so I probably would say if you're very like Solar Raid, I guess, addicted, then not skipping for her and at least getting one copy of her is actually not the worst idea. I think she probably will be good for like niche options for like Solar Raids and stuff. And I mean, if you're really down bad for like Kraken options, you can go for her if you like want someone that's really good for Kraken. But like at the same time, it's just a regular unit and she's going to be put in the regular wishlist pool, and you know, summer's in a month. And I mean, currently there's reruns happening and stuff. But, you know, let's see. I would also say maybe pick up Rosanna. If you don't have Rosanna and you want to go for this Black Ranger right here, I would say probably play it safe and pick up one Rosanna, just in case. I mean, Rosanna probably is pretty useful just to have. But, I don't know. I think just playing it safe and picking up Rosanna if you want to go for is probably the move. Let's see, would I be better off using like Annis here? I don't know, I feel like Siren's just way better. Like, we get so much ammo back right there, so it's just way easier to keep that buff up for her. The only thing I am confused on is that like spawn thing. Like, if she's transforming, units are spawning, are they gonna get dotted? I feel like they're not, but it's kind of hard to see. Holy, we did way more damage here though. Okay, maybe you don't need Rosanna. Oh my god! I mean, that dot does so much damage when you're doing like scenarios. Oops! Oh no! That dot does so much damage when you're in scenarios like this. Wow, yeah, she did way more damage. And I mean, yeah, fucking Siren did way more damage with the crown. Okay, yeah, Okay, maybe Rosanna is a little bit more aged out than I remember. Like, crown. I mean, this combo is way too broken though for me to dig on Rosanna that she couldn't keep up by herself. Yeah. Okay, that was really good damage though. Dang it. But I mean, she is just a regular unit. I really wish I could see her perform in like the Kraken fight. I mean, she's definitely going to be doing pretty well in there, I imagine. She's going to be transformed literally permanently, so it probably shouldn't be too hard to make her look good there. Okay, this is pretty surprising. I thought she was going to be a little bit worse. Okay, not bad, not bad. This is why I like saving my judgments till I finally use her, right? Granted, I couldn't really use her to her fullest extent, but I did get a nice gauge, I would say. Now, that being said, probably for her overload gear, I think it's probably just your usual. I don't think she'll get too much value from like crit stuff or anything too crazy. Just like your regular attack, elemental, and then max ammo. I think max ammo is going to be really nice so that she can just make sure she has... which part is it? This one right here. Just make sure she has this part of her passive up. Just give her a bonus to sustain damage. I mean, this is just going to be pretty nice. It is only 30 shots, so it's not going to be too bad. If you want, probably giving her the... I think it's the Bastion cube that gives ammo back. Whichever cube gives her ammo back is probably the better of the two, but I mean, both cubes are way better than all the other cubes, so you can't really go wrong with either of them, right? And then, let's see. Other than that, I mean, not too much to talk about. She is going to be pretty useful in the Tribe Tavern, though, I think. Realistically, that is the only place she could give her wind assault rifle support, right? I mean, she could give it to Blanc if you really want. And she can give it to these two. But like... Let me sort by Tetra, actually. How about that? Oh, I sorted by win. That's funny. I meant to actually sort by Tetra. The thing, though, is for the Tetra Tower, like, you just let Annis carry, I feel like, and you're good. Just put Annis, Moran, and I think you're fine, to be honest. I guess if you want to not use Moran, then Annis will probably do a little bit more damage. Let's see. Actually, hold on. Is this Black Ranger probably the best attacker on here now? I think so. Yeah, okay, maybe she actually might be the best burst 3 on here. What are her competition, right? The Bunny Milk, probably? But like other than that, I don't think there's much competition here. Okay, so she'll do pretty nice in the Tetra Tower, I think. And I think it's also very funny that she's what, the first assault rifle Tetra in like hella. Yeah, since the summer. Dude, look at the Tetra release, bro. It's fuck, I didn't think it would bring this up. Whatever. Anyways, it's sniper, rocket launcher, sniper, rocket launcher, sniper, sniper. I guess this is sniper, right? Velvet's a sniper. She transforms into like a machine gun, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sniper again. And then Annis is rocket launcher, sniper. Dude, Mustang loves his snipers, bro. This dude can't get enough of it, so pretty cool that we finally got a Tetra unit that's not sniper or fucking rocket launcher. It's been, what, 2 years at this point? Yeah, literally 2 years. Very funny, bro. Anyways, that's enough of that. Okay, color me surprised with the Black Ranger here. I definitely would say, though, still don't summon. We have a month till the summer units get announced. When does her thing go away? Probably like 19 days, yeah? I think if you want to play it safe, you could realistically wait a little bit more and then see if we get some reveals for the summer units before going in. But I would say if you are like solo raid competitive, probably picking up one copy of her is actually not the worst idea. I definitely think she's going to be niche, but even without the parch stuff, she was doing decent damage with like type advantage and that kind of team setup. So pretty interesting how they ended up doing her. I do wish we had, more than one unit for this 3-week-long damn event, but whatever. Other than that, let's see. I would say still don't summon. She's going to be put in the wishlist pool, and we got a lot of stuff in the horizon. Unfortunately, I would love to do like a regular showcase going into bossing and stuff, but I want to play it a little safe for my gear things because, right after summer, we're going to be getting maybe some units I'm going to want to do, and then maybe treasures. And then once we get to the end of the year, it's gonna be, let's see, collab, and then instantly into anniversary, and then the winter limiteds. Like, I need to definitely make sure I have enough geared stuff saved up for that, right? But anyways, I think that is everything for the Black Ranger showcase right here. Not too shabby, but anyways, let me know what you guys think about the Black Ranger right here, and if you summoned for her, let me know how that went. Also, if you want to support the channel, subscribing and sharing is very appreciated, and I'll catch you guys later.